are live in Miami with Alicia the Key from Dear Mama Fund.
Yes, that's me.
Talk about Dear Mama.
Oh my goodness. So Dear Mama Fund is a fund, early to late stage investment platform, as much as it is a mission for Black, brown, women, and military veterans who are entrepreneurs. And so what we're doing is solving the large gap that exists, the ecosystem access gap and investment gap for people who are often overlooked in society. So we're raising $1 billion to invest in those who are out there solving some of the most pressing problems of today and creating innovational tech for tomorrow.
That's impressive.
It is.
But it's slightly less impressive than you are as an individual. I've known you for a while now. Roll off some of the impressive batteries you've got on your shoulder.
Oh my gosh. It's hard to brag. Well, how I got here and my why for Dear Mama Fund, I was in the Army for 6 years and was overseas working in Afghanistan, started working with military veterans who are entrepreneurs.
You did something recently with Afghanistan, didn't you?
I did, yes. So thank you. I think the big part of Dear Mama Fund in me is if you see an opportunity to help those around you and to be a better human, you have to take advantage of that opportunity. And that's really what I stand for. And so with Afghanistan, when we pulled out on August 16th, I knew a lot of people that were over there from my time overseas and volunteered to work tirelessly day and night to get as many people out of Afghanistan as possible. And so I worked along with several of humanity's best humans, and we worked tirelessly to help get people out.
You basically created the Avengers for humanity.
We created an underground railroad and worked with locals on the ground, military groups, civilian groups, and agencies, and raised a ton of money to get out thousands. It was about $6 million.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
You actually probably did more good than the U.S. government.
That might be true.
It probably is.
Yeah.
So you're an impressive individual doing some impressive things with your venture fund.
Mm-hmm.
But this is NFT. This is Miami's big shout out to the NFT community.
Yeah.
Talk about the Poetic Justice Collection by not Big Mama, Dear Mama Fund.
Yes. So before I go into that, I think it's important to talk about why Dear Mama Fund. And how I got here. So about 6 years ago, I lost my mother very tragically. Somebody shot her in the head and then killed themselves. And at this time, my youngest daughter was just about 1 year old. I was living in Baltimore at the time, working for the NFL, and I left my entire life behind and came back to LA to figure out what to do with my life and myself. And when I got to my little brothers, I said, this moment is going to change us for the rest of our lives. We will never be the same. And we have the choice to make right now whether this changes us for better or for worse. And we made a pact to let that change us, that we were going to change the world a little to a lot each day. And so I went into entrepreneurship, which sounds crazy, and realized that as a woman of color, a single mother, a military veteran, I had every obstacle to overcome to be successful versus every opportunity to succeed. And this is a lot of that poetic justice story and
that was sweet. I love that. Every opportunity. Say that again. I love that.
I came up against every obstacle to be successful instead of having every opportunity to succeed.
All right, I got to paint that on my wall somewhere.
But it's a story of a lot of people that look like me and a lot of people that are in the communities we serve. And so Poetic Justice, the movie with Tupac and Janet Jackson, really highlighted a lot of the struggles that the African American communities were facing in the 90s and are still facing today, and a lot of the challenges that we saw with George Floyd and countless others. And so when you talk to me about coming up with an NFT, our fund is named Dear Mama, not only after Tupac's song, but for a letter that I wrote my mother. And so I went to her grave and I wrote a letter and I said, Dear Mama, I wholeheartedly believe it is my mission and my purpose in life to create a world where everyone has the opportunity to come and dream and the ecosystem to support them. And that was a lot of what Poetic Justice was about not having the opportunities to be successful, not having the mentorship and resources to succeed, and having the world feel like it was closing its doors on you. And so with our Tupac NFT, the Poetic Justice Collection, we're partnering with some pretty amazing brands. I think you'll drop that link in here somewhere for people to check that out. But this is really an ode to the dreamers and the doers of the world, the people who society most often overlooks, but who have it in them to make a difference and a big change. They just need somebody to pay attention to them.
So talk about your Poetic Justice Collection.
Yes.
I think you have 6 NFTs you're launching here in Miami?
Yes.
What's the specifics? 500 each, one-time mint?
Yeah, so we're 6 that we're launching here, one of kind. We'll never do these ones again. 500 each here in Miami, and then there will be 6 more to follow.
So what's your floor starting at?
0.003E.
0.03.
0.03E.
About $120.
Yes.
And I understand you're doing what's called a progressive escalation, that each 100 units, the price of the next 100 units goes up 0.01, which is like $4.
That's it.
So every 1,000, it goes up $40.
Right, so get it while it's hot.
So yeah, so you're literally building in FOMO into the sale of your NFTs. So
Yes.
The early people that adopt and buy these NFTs, they not only get a valuable piece of artwork, but they're getting it at prices that'll never be seen again.
That's right.
So talk about the all access connection. How are you going to create perks and VIP status for the owners of this NFT?
Yeah, so the reason I like all access in this partnership, and really NFTs to begin with, is our 3 pillars for the fund are community, capital, and culture. And so what I love about NFTs is the opportunity to build a community around an individual, a cause, a mission, or really amazing artwork. And so community is such a big part for us, and certainly what we want to capitalize on with all access. And then with our capital and with the perks, we have some really great perks that are going to be for the people who buy our NFTs, whether it's exclusive Zoom calls with our celebrity board members or myself, whether that's access.
Well, you got to drop a little celebrity name here and there.
Oh, maybe sometime, but not now.
You're a celebrity.
I'm a celebrity to you. So we'll also have, we have a lot of exclusive events that are invite only, and so NFT holders will have access to those events. Into
so if
perks.
you can buy a ticket for the event, you'll need the NFT.
Yeah.
That's where all access and Ticket Ferry come in play, because Ticket Ferry's platform in New York City did the first NFT only event where you needed an NFT to buy the ticket.
That's incredible.
It literally changes the game, because now your digital piece of art that's on your mobile phone, it is the only reason you're able to even buy a ticket to an event.
Yep.
Therefore, exclusivity.
Exclusivity.
Yeah, you are the VIP.
Right, but it's also creating the culture. And so those people who have the NFTs are going to be part of the community. There's a certain belief that you're going to have when you have this NFT, certain mission that you're buying into. And when you are now part of an NFT holder, you're part of that culture. And that culture is what connects us. And I like to say our culture is our currency.
Wow, I love that one too.
I'm going to start charging you.
I'm going to say, like, how is that not on the next NFT?
It might be.
It has to be.
You heard it here first.
There you go. All right, so talk about your roadmap. What does the next 30, 60, and 90 days look like for Dear Mama and the Poetic Justice Collection?
Yes, so we're raising $1 billion, big, hairy, audacious goal of raising $1 billion right now. Certainly sales of this NFT are going to go towards that and our mission in investing in people say underserved, I say underestimated communities.
Ooh, I like that one too.
Yes.
Underestimated, not underserved.
Yeah, because I believe when given the chance, our communities...
Well, that's going to be an NFT, right?
It must be.
Underestimated, not underserved.
I think we're rolling out our roadmap.
I'm telling you, I love this stuff. You are literally dropping valuable knowledge bombs in the middle of this 15-minute talk.
That's perfect. That's what we're here for. Yeah.
So you've got a roadmap ahead that's pretty audacious.
Yes.
2022 is right around the corner. All right, so we've got 2022 right around the corner.
Yes.
You've got some audacious goals.
Yep.
You're not trying to, you're going to raise $1 billion for your fund.
Yep.
You're going to sell, in my opinion, no less than 10,000 NFTs, which creates a A-list community of people that are holding on to your Poetic Justice Collection.
Yes.
What are some of the other things that are going to happen in the next 30, 60, 90 days as 2022 opens its doors to you?
Yes, so continuing to build out this community is huge. Building out our believers, our dreamers, our doers are underestimated. So those dreamers, and doers. That one might actually be one. The Dreamers and Doers collection, I think, is a must.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Dreamers and Doers Collection.
That's
Who
it.
doesn't want to own an NFT like that?
I don't know who. I don't want to be friends with that person. So we have several more NFTs to roll out that are going to have even more exclusive perks. We're looking at whether it's having access to music, special artwork, exclusive events, great merch, partnering with some of our partners that are to be determined or to be announced.
Shout out to Reebok.
Shout out to Reebok.
Shout out to Baron Davis.
Shout out to all the people.
Shout out to all the big casinos in Vegas.
Yeah, shout out to everyone. Sky's the limit. Not to quote Biggie. Maybe we'll make that the next one. But yeah, there's a lot going on. And so raising the funds, deploying capital, building the community, empowering those people that look like me who are often overlooked, and really giving people the space to feel that they can show up empowered to live out their dreams. That's my goal anyways.
She is Alicia the Key. She has
Alicia
big,
Hanf.
audacious goals. She is never to be underestimated.
Never.
She is impressive as fuck. And she's here at NFT Week talking about the Poetic Justice Collection.
Yes.
Thanks a ton.
Thank you.